Hola! Welcome to Mathematics Concepts and Skills Book 1, Lesson 5, Problem Solving Strategy, Find a Pattern. Objectives. So at the end of this lesson, you will be able to solve the problems using a pattern as strategy. Then you can answer worksheet independently. Materials. So these are the materials you need for this lesson. First, you need your Mathematics Concepts and Skills Book Set 1. Then you need a pencil and either a tablet or a cell phone. Worksheets. So take note for these pages of your workbook because you are going to answer this page after this lesson. Now, in solving a problem, we have to follow the 4 steps. Step 1, understand. So, kung sa Binisaya pa, sabton. So, in step 1, ato sang sabton ang problema or ang statement. Then, kwaon nato ang mga necessary details. Then, ato pong sabton kung unsa pod ang problema ana nga statement. Now, if we already understand the problem, we will proceed to step 2, which is plan. So, planohon nato kung unsaon to pagsulbad ang problema. Then, when we already have a plan, let's proceed to solve. So in step 3, we have to work on our plan. Kung unsa atong giplano, diri nato buhaton sa step 3, which is solve. Now, if we already have an answer of sa atong problema, then let's proceed to check. So ato ginang i-check if ang ato pang giplano is correct, sakto, o kahaan na meet ba niya or na provided ba niya solution ang problema. So these are the 4 steps we have to follow in solving a problem. Step 1, we have to understand. Sakto na to. Step 2, plan. We have to make a plan. Then when we already have a plan, let's proceed to step 3, which is solve. We have to work on our plan. Down. Then kung ma-solve na nato, then let's proceed to step 4, which is check. Now, let's have a problem. And here it goes. Marcia put her cards in a row. She turned over one of the cards. Now, which card is turned over? Now, to binasayon. Now, gibutang daw ni Marcia ang iyang mga cards in a row. Yadong giplastar. Now, she turned over one of the card. Now, sa card nga iyang gipang butang, isa daw ato is nakakulob. Now, the question is, which card is turned over? So, asa daw ang card ato nga nabali or iyang gibali? Now, let's solve this problem by the help of 4 steps. Now, step 1, understand. So, atong sabton. Now, what do I know? Based on the problem we have, now, what do I know? Sa atong nahibawan, what are the necessary details or information on the statement? So, what do I know? Sa atong nahibawan. So, we already know that Marcia put her cards in a row. Ibutang ni Marcia ang iyang cards, iyang gilinya. Then, one card was turned over. So, katong cards nga iyang gibutang, isa daw dato is nakabaligtad or bali. Now, what do I need to find out? Na unsa atong pangitaon? So, atong pangitaon dira is kung unsa ang card nga nakabali. If katong kadaghanan ato nga cards nahibaw-an kung unsa nga cards ang isa daw dato is nakabali. So, that is our problem here. So, which card is turned over? So, we already understand the problem. Now, so we get the necessary information and we also get kung unsa ang problema. Now, let's proceed to step 2, which is plan. So, let's have a plan. Now, how will I find the turnover card? So, unsaon man ako pagpangita katong nabali nga card kung sa katong nga card. Now, in plan, we will find a pattern. Now, atong kuanon siya is-solve through a pattern. So, that is our plan. So, magbuhat ang pattern. I will find a pattern. Na mangita tag pattern para ma-solve nato itong problem. Now, we already have a plan. Then, let's proceed to step 3. Let's work on our plan. Then, let's make a pattern. Okay, now, let's start making pattern. So, now to make this pattern more, dali ra siya masabtan and dali ra siya mahibaw-an. So, let's make a pattern out of a shape. So, we have here a card of a triangle, a card of a square, and a card of a circle. Now, these 3 cards now is our pattern unit. So, kinintulo ka cards atong pattern unit. So, let's make let's add another card nga nagsubay aning atong pattern unit. So we have a circle, then let's going back to the first card, which is the card of a triangle here. Then let's turn over one of the card, then it ends with a circle. Now this is our pattern. Now the question is which card is turned over. So as you can see sa atong pattern na ay nakabaliktad ani nga card. So by making a pattern out of a shape, so dali lagi kayo na to makita kung unsa tong card nga nakabali. So natay the first card we have is the card of a triangle, next to the square, and followed by circle. And again, these cards is our pattern unit. Then nagbalik na punta sa card of a triangle. Now what's next to the card of triangle? It's a card of square. So the turnover card is the card of square. So we already solved the problem, right? Okay, but let's check if our answer is correct. Now let's proceed to step 4, which is check. Then let's look back on our pattern. So here's our pattern. So we have a card of a triangle, card of a square, and card of a circle. Then card of a triangle, card of a square, then card of a circle. So now, does my card fit the pattern? So, sakto ba ang card nga atong ibutang dira? So here's your card, right? The card of square. Sakto ba? So let's check. Ang una is card of triangle, followed by card of square, and followed by circle. Then, ibalik na po sa card of a triangle. Then, unsay sunod sa card sa triangle, it's the card of a square. So going back on the pattern unit, ang sunod sa card of a triangle is a card of a square. So our cards really fit the pattern. So the answer would be yes. And does my pattern show card which card is turned over? So nagpakita ba nga sakto nga atong nabuhat nga pattern by showing the cards? Yes, it is. Kung atong makita sa ang card nga na atong gibutang, nag-follow ra siya sa atong pattern unit, which is yes is the answer. Okay, that's how it goes. Now let's have a review. So again, in solving a problem, we have to follow the 4 steps. Step 1, understand. Sabton lang nato ang problema. Get the necessary details kung unsa ang problema anang statement. Then when we already have a plan, let's proceed to step 2, which is plan. So planuhon nato kung unsaon pag-solve ang problema. Then if we already have a plan, so we have to work on our plan. So that is step 3, solve. Atong solbaron, atong i-work on atong plan. And then when we already solve the problem, let's check if our answer is correct. So that's how it goes. It's simple, right? Okay. And now it's your turn. Activity time. And for your activity, you have to answer pages 7 to 8 of your worksheet Skills Book Set 1. Read and follow the directions. Take a picture when done and submit to Dojo. I am so sure that all those statements or the problems there will be answered by yours by following the 4 steps. Okay, so do your best.